Oh, we're back. You know the rules. Shoot to kill, die to lose. Neat. Let's see if the cat wants to be nice, though. Big question. Question of the hour, in fact. Nice. Hello, Yuka.
Fumo.
Gotta make sure you get the important part. It's not just Yuka, but it's Fumo. Hello, Light General. Okay, first try past Mickey for the day. We're so bad. No, we're not. We're the furthest from back as possible. And now it's over. Everything's bad. Ooh, I just alt-tabbed. By alt-tabbed, I mean press the Windows button. It all went south real fast. All it takes is the blink of an eye. You hate to see it. Not the best P getting there. But as long as you're 1.9 or above here, you'll always hit 2.0 after Mickey. You know, homing's not the best at, like, actually hitting its targets, as you can see right there. Not the smartest homing you've ever seen. It's good. Not subterranean, that's for sure, but not the genius. No Wile E. Coyote out here. Why are you so low? Cover questions I always ask. It's 2 Michaels in a row? See what happens when we're locked in? Yeah, we didn't throw there. This is incredible. Unprecedented, even. Name 3 random toads. Random? Apparently... Oh, I'm sorry. You destroyed my windpipe when you said that. Let's go Yatsuhashi, Ellis, and Mei Ling. There you go. Is that random enough for you? Oh, she's edge. I'm just twice today and also yesterday. Let's just die into the random thing on stage 2. My favorite pastime. What do I think this is? Mount of Faith? Wait, I literally did direct comparison of this to Mount of Faith yesterday. Damn it! I cursed myself. What are you doing with the 3 random Touhous, 11? Wow, what an aggressive move. Oh, so close to 2.0. You gotta be kidding me. Because me hitting 2.0 here is super important, definitely. This is the run that what happens though. Thank you. What are you thanking for though? What are you doing with the 3 random Touhous? 11. You have to answer my question. Yeah, at least these Michaels have been clean. Very. I never died of various garbage here, and we always make stage 3 from this point. That does not instill confidence. Yeah, she's edged pretty low. I was, oops. Well, yeah, I'll have to see it. Fine, we can play around it. Ah! What did I say? That's 4 in a row now. Not today, 3 today. 3 in a row today. For this time, we make it past it. Maybe I should drown myself in caffeine today. Maybe that's a good idea. Hello once again, Nick. Again, I am meow. With no good? No good at what? Also, 11. You better be playing on lunatic difficulty here. Just let you know for some try when it drops. I'm expecting lunatic out of you. The 7 C's for me. Okay, these mid-games have been nice. We like to see that. Only stage 2 would do the same. Now you could say, yeah, well, everything on stage 2 so far has been completely my fault. The answer to that is absolutely true, but I'll still blame stage 2 for it. The secret green cliff. It's Akane selling cards. Why is she at a secret cliff? I can't stop shitting the bed on stage 2. That's 5 in a row now. If the Swords and Touhou makes sense. So, I mean, Touhou's just like a bookstore that sells like old grimoires, right? It sells a whole bunch of books, and including old grimoires. So, like, does that make like a little bit of sense? Question mark? Oh, 1.99 again. So close, but yet so far. Peanut emo with a store? We buy Misfortune? Did she sell Misfortune? No, she buys Misfortune from us. What I'd assume that would be. Or do we sell Misfortune? Or do we sell the doll she purchased Misfortune from? Yeah, that's what it is. Well, you could have. She also maybe runs a store where, like, where it's like, you know, you pay her to take your Misfortune, right? Finally, a Mickey death. It's not even to the final. Does Marissa even sell? I don't even know if she sells. I know, like, I don't even know if she actually, like, ends up selling anything. She's like a Renosuke, and she just puts things up. It's like, here's the store, but it's not actually, like, selling anything. I'm just so cooked right now. I had my moments. I threw everything on stage 2. Just for a Roomba, you got a Roomia. Hate when that happens. $11, how's your translation of I Ace Attorney 4 going? Mushrooms? Yeah, but the question is, does anybody buy mushrooms off of Marissa? Like, who is buying the mushrooms from Marissa? Rumia will eat everything off your floor. Yeah, but she'll also eat a whole lot else. Including your floor? Yeah, this is the concern. Like, sure, I get crumbs and stuff on the floor. But, like, I don't get a lot on the floor. And she's gonna eat a lot more than just what I, drop on the floor. Oops, why am I up here? One of life's greatest mysteries. Like, who in Gensokyo is buying mushrooms off of Marissa? Like, most people probably don't have a general need for, like, questionable mushrooms she gets her hands on. And, like, you think any of the other magicians are gonna, like, realistically buy anything for Marissa? Why are you so low? Again, one of life's greatest mysteries. Real happy that I played on that second last wave. Most important parts are already translated. Yeah, ooh, nice to see they're making great progress then. I mean, realistically, I probably won't play it until after I finish FMW, which is probably gonna take a while, but so I don't think 11's actually doing it. Unless I'm wrong. But color me surprised if I'm wrong. I think that's just a progress report of like other people. Maybe 11 is a secret translator for all we know. Yeah, we edging. 1, 0. Could have waited a tiny bit more. You can sell in Magic Shop. Yeah, Cuba. I don't think she has spare Hakuros. I could be mistaken. Like, she probably sells mushrooms, if she sells anything, to be fair. She probably sells mushrooms and, like, maybe old books. And, probably like potions. New game, continuing. Exit buttons are in English. Do you need more? I can't read Japanese, so I kind of need to buy an entire Hakuro. I mean, if I can use a Hakuro, and like they're being sold at like a reasonable price, like sure, I'll buy a Hakuro. Like, I'm not about to drop $1 million on one, but like, if there's a Hakuro that I can use. Oop, didn't like that ending. We're buying Hakuros. Well, we're just pondering what Marissa sells in her magic shop, right? And I said she probably sells like mushrooms, potions, and like maybe old books. And then the question of, could you buy a Hakuro? Came up. I was like, I don't know, maybe, we're talking about buying Hakuros. When in doubt, just play defensive. It's boring and it takes longer, but not for a full-size one. Well, I assume a full-size Hakuro is going to be more expensive, right? So it depends on like how much better a full Hakuro is compared to a small one, and like, you know, what's the price difference, right? She acquires. Yeah, she probably sells the old ones once she's already gone through. Like, there's a lot of logistics in there that you probably have to ponder. Holy shit, I did stage 2. This is insane. Time to die on stage 3. Just kidding, we'll clutch it up this time, surely, right? Stage 3, my beloved. It's a very lovely stage, I will say that. By the power of homing! Cut back to work. Ooh! Ooh! You and I turn into a monkey. Hi, Sannyo. I love this Midnon. It's so good. It's so beautiful. Yeah, I fucking ran to the second bullet. Yay to see. Who's a message? Have that. I can't look there. We love stage 3. Disgusting. Find an unlabeled potion on the Kirasami magic shop. No, I would not. And this is my point. It's like, what does she even sell? Because like, who's gonna buy? Who on earth is buying anything from Marissa's shop? First of all, who's going through the Force of Magic? That's gonna and like who's making it through the Force of Magic and then gonna buy something? Thronging crowds of Yuma. Yeah, but why would you keep going left? I love 2/3 movement. We should just start selling firearms. I thought the Kappa were doing that. Not gonna lie, that sounds like a Kappa thing to do. I feel like Marissa would buy firearms off of, like, the Kappa. Fuck, I need to just got a complete wave to the left there. This fight is just slowly and slowly becomes more and more disgusting. It's crazy how that works. Fuck you. What a just disgust. Like, it's just like non-1 is bad, and then spell 1 into non-2 is just so bad. Fighting it's Sannyo, the greatest. Greatest stage 3 boss on the market. Actually, free. Holy crap! At least it's not Hydro. That is true. It's harder than Hydro, but it's less infuriating. Maybe 2/3 enjoyers? Nice. Queen cap. Now to do it again! Yeah, the good thing about the fight is the second half is a lot better than the first half. Okay, that was entirely... I can't blame her. That was just me. That was me fumbling the bag. Six Needle Dream? Oh yeah, move down more. Never mind. She moved down and it was free? The spell that pisses me off the most is this one. It seems like it's the freest fight. Like, it seems like it feels like it should be arguably the easiest attack, and it kills you. It's the Hydro issue. It's deceitful. Six Needle Dream again. I love 2/3. Just play passive. We're here. Nope, 2/3 again? Do you love that? Okay, one time. You did on the last one, but... Oh, you can't do a barrel roll in this game. It doesn't work. You can't flip around. What you can do is like a loop. Hello, Alan. Alan, here's a question for you. Do you believe that there's a world where not a world, but do you believe that it's a very solid idea to stall spell 1 for verticality on non-2? Because there was an idea where I was just pondering of like, is it worth it to play really defensive on spell 1 and just stall till you get good vertical movement? Or not bad vertical movement is probably the better way to put it. Oop, that was on me. Yeah, why don't you answer 11's question so you can shut him up, because he's been hounding me about this since yesterday. He's convinced that moving up on Jimbo is optimal. I hate you. I briefly looked at the up strat, and I didn't like the look of it, but But 11 was sending me Windows Paint images, trying to tell me that it could be a good idea. Also, Alan, I have learned that Kaimata fight is really fun. It's a very fun fight. Also, Stage 5 is free. Cope. Stage 5 is not nearly as bad as I thought it was, and Kaimata is incredibly fun. Unlike, I was gonna say unlike Sannyo. I like Sannyo. It's just she's also very frustrating. For purple end walls part. I mean, it's not free. Don't get me wrong, but I found. Well, okay, I shouldn't say I found, but like after doing some looking, I found something that I saw some strats that really helped. Also, what are your thoughts on Kaimata Final? Just out of curiosity as that. It's a very peculiar attack. Fuck you, cocksucker. Yeah, well, to go through the details, I mean, it's not exactly like this because there's some transition into this, but it's fairly like because you'll notice that the lines are fairly aimed-ish. Oops, that's foolish fool we took. But you can kind of stall out the early part by doing the drift down because of how the bullets line up. And then you just have to do the occasional, like, pump uppins. So you have to do some micros in. But it's not as bad as I thought. I thought it was just chaos originally. Okay, I'm just gonna die a bunch. But the fact that they aim for like this a lot means there's some nice manipulation you can do. I haven't, like, as you can see, there is some okay, that was poor. There's some aiming manipulation you can do. I haven't done it enough, but I have a perfect stage 5, so I'm happy enough that, like, I think the stage is relatively fine. I think the yellow spam section is easily the worst, and everything else is definitely very manageable. The stage 6 is great, and I like the Kaimata fight. Although, there's still like a little bit of learning I have to do with Kaimata, but for the most part, I'm pretty happy. See if I can't do any of it right here. Oops. Okay. It's over. Worst fight in the game. Projectile equals static. Is that how it works? All the purple bullets are static? But I sat down and I spent a while learning the, learning her nons. I spent a while on Kaimata Non 1. I said, Kaimata Non 2, you can just wing it and you're basically fine. I spent a while on her Non 3. And Non 4, I was kind of lazy and I was like, okay, here's a broad idea. Let's just say it. Ay-ya-ya! Yeah, she is very slow practice, partially because her spell is as long as it is, but... And she has a timeout. The good news about practicing her, though, is her theme is a banger. I still don't have a perfect Kaimata. A perfect Kaimata and a perfect Stage 4 stage section are the only two things I'm missing. But I'm kind of lazy about her Kaimata's 10 ult, her semifinal, so... Fuck me! Yes, Kaimata Non 2 does have one trap on it. I decided, I was like, yo, this is just a non I can wing. And then during some of my Kaimata plays, I was like, wait, there is a trap on it. There is a Kaimata 2 trap. That if you shift over to the right there, you don't really get trapped. If you do a bit of a right shimmy on like the second or third wave and hold there for a minute, you don't really get trapped. Here's a question, Alan. Do you like the spin strat here, or do you like the stay bottom strat? On this spell. Hey, I did it! Honestly, I've come to the mind that Non 3 might be her, like, hardest attack. Because it's consistent to route, but it's tight, and I'm still, like, getting used to it. Fuck, I drifted back to the right. Yeah, Earth Spinner, interesting. I find it interesting because I've seen people say both spin is optimal, and people who say both non-spin is optimal. And this isn't just considering Rainbow. Like, obviously Rainbow has homing, which helps out the spin strat a bit, but... Pet Melt's worse for me at the moment just because I'm not as comfortable with it, since by the time I got to it, I had already done like an hour and a half of routing on just the Nons, and I was kind of getting like tired of routing, so I just kind of like winged it. I was like, I'll come back at some other point. Jimbo Pink Aesthetic must have some solvable routes, so true. I hate Jimbo, by the way, Alan. I've decided that I despise Jimbo. I also have a bunch of perfect, or at least a handful of perfect Misumarus now, and I've decided that I hate Sannyo more than I hate Misumaru by a long shot. By the power. Oh, that was cool. Where am I standing? Oh, worked again. Love to see it. It's one of those things where it's like, I can sit there for like half an hour routing on 3, but like actually like doing it when I haven't been just sitting there routing it is a whole other thing. I'm dying to not 4. It's over for me. I'm cooked. I'm washed. Fuck, yeah. Ah, the transition to phase 4 is the problem. Oh, that's not what you're supposed to do. Oop! That's not what you're supposed to do either. That's not what you're supposed to do either. It's over for me. Oh, what am I doing? Tactical. Damn it, the fucking transition's the hardest part. Yeah, I fucked up again! Those RNG, yeah, the Mentos RNG is such a thing. This Jimbo is... Jimbo's such a cringe. No, I'm not doing Jimbo top at 11. I don't care what you say, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not giving Jimbo any top. Oh, I hate you, Jimbo, so much. Oh, that's not what you're supposed to do either. Why? I will also always say that the worst part about Jimbo is the fact that he comes right after spam. That was too slow. It's like you finally get past spam just to have Jimbo like piss on you. It's like surely it can't be as bad, and then Jimbo just sits here and decides, what if I just am a cringe lord? I fucking hate you so much. His hitbox appears before he appears visibly. Well, I don't point of clear spam, so that's not that big of a deal. Yeah, it's literally free. It's not like this section is like the most pleasant. Unironically, the spam section of this stage is like the section I like the most. Everything else I fucking hate. Okay, I can't say I hate it. It's like everything before spam and up to spam in this stage I like. Everything after I hate it. I love this. I just love that. Oh, and I just love when the Mentos decide, what if we just cut you completely? Fuck! Tried to do a basic death. Again, the problem with if you go up, he still just starts shooting the Mentos at you. And as I will always say, or as I said plenty of times yesterday, there is no world I want to dodge Mentos on the top compared to the bottom. It's just way better to dodge on the bottom than the top, personally. Oh, fuck, I tripped. I didn't bait well. I'm not the master at baiting. Literally free, though. Oh yeah, I'm not much of a timeouter, but I did time out, I did decide to go through and time out, suffocation. Neato. Do the second half. You do the first half. But chaining this entire stage together. Do the topside Jumbo on your next 18 LNN. Then let me know how that goes. Listen, if I see you do topside Jumbo on your next 18 LNN, I'll start doing that. Okay? How about that? If you start doing it on your run, I'll do it. How about that? Oh, that's just complete cuckoldry. That one Mentos on the right completely fucked everything up. You just gotta love how that happened. My favorite fight. Okay, that was also a plug. Hey, there's not piss and shit over here. Oh, what do you know? Eat! Fuck you. If I go with Clappy's LNN, isn't that much different? True. I mean, I have an LNN, I don't have a normal Clown Piece clear, so... I think it's pretty clear which thing is harder than the other. I mean, like, why you like this? It's so unbelievably cringe how he works. Like, it can't be aimed, it just has to be, like, it's just pseudo-aim. It's like general direction and have fun. I walked into the bullet. I was zagging Swarm of the duration. Yeah, but the top does the same thing. It's just you're dodging on the top of the screen instead of the bottom. Like, you can try to mirror his movement, but that's just asking to jump through every hoop imaginable. I'm not a basketball player. I played basketball, like, briefly, like, 13 years ago. Oh, I walked up. And I tell you what, I was not the best basketball player. I wasn't bad, but I wasn't, like, that good. Oop. Here, Junko technically loses jumping through hoops. Yeah, it's like her non-3? I think non-3. Or is it non-4? Forget which one. Although, you're really not doing much jumping. It's mostly just microing at the bottom of the screen, right? Not the Junko fan, though. Jumping through the hoop? That's a good point. Maybe I should be jumping. Maybe I should have thought of that. But the coach never taught me that, so... Oh, because I was jumping through the hoop. No, I'm pretty sure... I think, actually, the difference was I should have been jumping through the hoop. Ooh, you're supposed to kill that third one. Oops. Like, I was trying to shoot the ball through the hoop, but maybe I should have been jumping through the hoop. Like, what are they going to call me on? A goaltending penalty? Can't call a goaltending penalty if it's cool enough. One of the soft rules of life of basketball. The unspoken rules.
Fuck you, you piece of shit.
Jumping is the score strat. Yeah, but every score strat is just how do you spin as much as humanly possible. Or whatever the equivalent of spinning on the given thing is. Well, in the game. True, this game doesn't have grays. Scorer's in shambles. Score categories contain space survival. Yeah, it's called POFV. And Mountain of Faith, I guess.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I don't love this.
Yippee-ki-yay!
Yeah, but no, score players will grab items. In fact, score players use open shop. Or at least there's some like shop shenanigans to make sure they get the right items in order for score runs, because otherwise it's super RNG based. But a lot of the score in this game comes from items or cards. I like this section.
Oh, right at the end. Ah.
Score players when the game doesn't have the optimal strats by doing frame perfect spins around a boss. Trust me, it's consistent after you do it for 200 hours. Literally free. It's crazy how that spam section is actually free, and then Jimbo's just the hardest thing in the game. It's actually kind of wild when you think about that. Totally true, by the way. Trust me. I have a PhD in Touhouism.
Fuck, I hate you so much.
Listen, I'll suffer plenty in Touhou and have to enjoy the game. This section is like if books was fun. Well, it's important because A, I want to get perfect stage 4, but B, it puts pressure on the important parts.
I fucking hate you so much. He's so fucking disgusting. I hate him.
Oof. Yeah, I ended up getting too much in the corner too quickly. Like, this is the thing. If I die to the yellow section, like, I'm like, oh, man, you know, that was just, that's just the yellow section being what it is. Like, it's a tricky section. It's a difficult section. Like it. If I die to Jimbo, it's just fucking hatred in my heart. Nothing. Like, if I die to the yellow section, I'm like, you know what? That's fair. It's the yellow. If I die to Jimbo, it's just hatred. Nice up move. Nice up move, baby. I like Fearless Wind God. Like, Peerless Wind God is harder than Hydro Camo. Like, I'll 100% say that. I would rather play Peerless Wind God than Hydro Camo. I enjoy it more. The thing I'm not sure is because you want to do a cut to the right, but I'm unsure what the time, at what time do I want to cut over? Like 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds? What am I doing? What am I doing here?
What am I fucking hate
Everything. Dude, your quest to LNN pod with Chieri. Any tips? Do literally anything else. That is probably the worst run of, like, Touhou period you could try to do. Like, do literally anything else. Now, someone who is very defensive towards other games might chime in and be like, oh, it's probably not as bad as something else. But it's like, if you want to know one of the worst runs you could probably do, it's pod with Chieri. Like, you're just asking for just suffering. Did not do instructions for ads, you're not sure? I thought the Sannyo player would suffer and hate Jimbo because, you know, it's like it's a survival attack. It's the one thing you can't just nuke down and pretend you never have to fight it by just out damaging it. Ooh, oh! I had a nice read, but I moved way too much. The viewer's shot. Yeah, but that is bad as insert something else. Like, to be fair, the inevitable nature of saying something is like the worst shot or something is that no matter what you could possibly say, someone's gonna chime in and be like, well, actually, what about this? But Chieri in pod is literally, like, for survival purposes, it's the worst character in the game. By a notable margin. Okay, maybe not a notable margin, but definitely the worst. Do anything that you can't do normally on focus. More proof that Reimu is literally the GOAT. As I walk into the bullet. Okay, let's stop doing this right now. Blonde Sailor Girl problem. A, she is one of the handful of characters that cannot snipe. B, she has Kodohime on 7. The only character that has that. These two things just make her terrible. It is an unfortunate fate that she just has the worst schedule of bosses. She's not that strong. She's super fast, which is theoretically good if you're really good. That's not necessarily a knock or curse, but cannot snipe, combined with terrible boss, just gets her the worst of all the characters in pod. Like, if you're trying to LNB specifically around 7 Kodohime, it's just, you might as well be asking just to prey on, like, the world's greatest miracle. Yeah, he seems to play her perfectly fine. Yeah, she's really good for the player. And in, like, player versus player, I'm sure she's probably great. But, like, player versus computer, the AI is great against Jiri. Yeah. It's great against her, unfortunately. And Kotohime on 7 is, she's also the only, not only does she get Kotohime on 7, she's the only one to do that. No other character does that, otherwise she might not be the worst. Saw the jump up, but I saw it too late. Trying to read the giant game name balls ahead of time. It was like name of the game, but it's hard to do. Turns out, who would have thunk? Heart attack is hard. You guarantee cheery and a when you mean there's not enough sample size. So true. Now wait a second here, 11. Did you just ask that? You don't. Whoa there. Whoa there, Misamaru.
You don't realize that Chiri is canonically like what 15 actually? I'm calling the Twitter police on you.
Is that even true? Huh. It's conviction if you're older than 21, though, so you have bad news for you, 11. Has that aged the ones that banned Blue Archive? Curious. Holy shit, I'm gonna go on a tirade if I'm not careful. Okay. Whoa! Okay. I thought that green moved well, but I saw it too late. Don't make me go on a tirade against Germany right now.
You're telling me it's that low in Germany? Really? Of all places, I am shocked.
Oh, good grief. Okay, girl. Whoa, what are we doing here? Fuck, dude. I need a rule of cool on that one, Misamaru. First of all, look at that HP bar. Like, I played my heart out trying to cap that. I deserve it. Oof, I just drew too low. I'm washed.
lobster formation? What do you mean by lobster? I don't know if I've ever heard that term before. Unless it's just a play on, like, getting pincered from all... Maybe cutting between a bunch of walls. Okay. I was gonna say, unless it has something to do like getting like, pierced from, like, or getting, like, walled on all... what's the term? Getting pincered on all sides. That was the word I was looking for. This game really needs to enact the rule of cool though. Like if you make enough cool dodges, the game should just cap itself automatically. Just be like, you know what, you deserve that one. Let's move on. I don't like that very slow giant red ball. Maybe I should try to do that positioning more often on the right. And then she moved up? How generous of her. Yeah, well, that's the problem, because sometimes, like, when you have to, like, sometimes you just get, like, you just have to make, like, some just crazy move. And next thing you know, the attack is like 10, 15 seconds longer than it should be. It's like, just give it to me. At this point, come on, like, I've done so much at this point. Just give it to me. The attack is also very long. Oh, this terrible line. Let's go the action, more likely you mess up afterward. Well, it's just when you're forced to make such cool actions, like, you can only do so much. Yeah, well, that's kind of the problem with, like, big, you know, big cool dodges, quote unquote. It's because, like, when you have to do massive traverses, or traverse, like, very large gaps. It's like you're suddenly in a new position, and you're trying to read an entirely new area. It's a big problem with Fearless Wing God. If you love balls, I love balls. At the very least, I love them more than curvy lasers. Is one thing I will forever say. Probably. Really? Again, right as she died. But Alan knows difference between mindset going on. Hell, if they're wearing different outfits. such a fun attack to do, though. Dude, I literally have Master on it. That means I'll never die to this attack ever again. Hold up. That never happened. That one never happened. Like, it's not actually real because I Master on it. Well, maybe mine and Satono are wearing contacts that change the color of their eyes. Because if Okina dyed her hair blonde, it's very possible mine and Satono are wearing like different color eye contacts or something, right? Hold on. Do you think that mine and Satono are just naturally like the colors pink and green respectively, like for them? Or that Okina makes them wear those outfits because she likes that? Okina dresses them up like a good mother. Is that how it works? Ooh, bad line. Okay, let's look at our girl Sannyo for a second, and then I'll go die to Mickey a bunch, and then I'll move on. Butt over here. Holy moly. Why does the first half of this fight have to be so disgusting? Like, the second half of this fight is fine. Like, it's not great, but it's fine. It's like the first half is so... I don't know who has the backdoor attack, the one with the stars that come from the bottom. I don't know. I don't know who has what off the top of my head, so I can't answer who's harder. Which one has which bullets? I don't know. It's been like a year and a half. It's been like over a year and a half since I played Touhou 16. Which is the one with the fucking... You know what attack I'm talking about. One of them has the attack that everyone bitches about in LNN. There's one attack that people always complain about. Backdoor Festival or whatever it's called. Who has that one? Behind Festival. That's the name of it. I could not tell you who has that attack though. Yeah, starts on the top, amulets aim from the bottom. Oops, why did I tap left? I just remember I like their noms. And I remember that a lot of people complained about how much they hated the backup dancers. Fuck that micro. See, sometimes she goes up and... Oh, I did not bait. I'm not the best baiter on the market. Alan, what's your opinion on this stupid spell? Is it just me, or is this spell sometimes disgusting? Does this spell occasionally like to do things? I feel like sometimes I do it, it's like perfectly fine, there's no issues, and sometimes I do it, and it's like, whoa, what are we doing here? Whoa, what is this? Why is this non so much easier than the other two? Dude, non 3 is so much better than the other two. I love 2/3 movement. I love just complaining about everything in life. And then talking about how much I still love the game regardless of how much I'm going to complain about it. I just love her movement. Doesn't everybody? Girl, let me fucking shoot you. I... Also, move down tactic. Usually when it's bad. Wait, tell me when the boss moves down, it makes it harder. Hold on, there was an attack I said the other day in this game. There's one attack in this game that I said when they move down, it's easier. What attack was it? Fuck, I can't remember off the top of my head. But I remember practicing an attack and being like, this is crazy that this attack is actually the one rare attack that's easier when she moves down. Fuck, what attack did I say that for? Kamada? I don't think so. What attack would I even said that for? Fuck, I remember saying that over an attack, but I don't remember what attack I said it for. I think it was Mega Move. Fuck, I don't remember which one I said it for. Why did I go up there? Can someone explain to me my life choices on that matter? No, I don't know if it was Mega Move or not. Damn it, I'd have to actually go back and look what I said it on. That's not what... No, it wouldn't have been non-1. I don't think it was like a Takane or a Mickey attack either. Or maybe I'm mistaken. Damn it, what did I fucking say it for? I remember saying it. Look at this, like it's like perfectly fine right now. There's no problems with this spell at this very moment. Sometimes it's fine. Damn it, I want to go back and try to figure out what I was saying before. I moved up, and then that changed my angle. And I didn't move left enough to accommodate that. Wait. Oh, it was Kaimata final, I think. Yeah, it was her fucking final, now that I'm thinking about it. I think that's what it was. Yeah, because like her first phase doesn't matter. She doesn't move at all. Second phase she moves, but it also doesn't matter as long as you're like following her properly. Phase 3, I don't have a strong opinion on phase 3 yet, but phase 4 is definitely what I was referring to it for. Because if she moves low, when you reach the top wave, assuming you're doing a counterclockwise strat, you'll freeze the bullets early, like easier and earlier if she's low, and you don't have to worry about having bad angle and being swarmed better because of the niche mechanics of her final. So when she goes low, it's like it does actually help out a little bit. Because it was like over the weekend. It was like Friday and Saturday. So I think it was Friday. I spent a while on being like, it was Thursday, Friday. I spent a while being like, you know what? I should actually start learning Kaimata. Okay, let's go die to Mickey in like 10 minutes and then move on. Here's an idea. Because like you can let the knives go out for a little bit, but if she's lower, you just freeze the knives quicker and you just make it look a bit better for you. It's not like a massive difference, but it is a difference. It's theoretically a really rare situation where going down is very likely better for you. There's like situational nuance, like on how on Mizumaru spell 2, if she's low and then she moves up, it makes life like it's really nice, but that requires her to have gone low in the first place. Oops. First LNN face you've had. I've gotten to Sannyo spell 1 twice. That's the best I've done. But stage 3 is a real pain in the rear. Because I've gotten solid at the stage portion, the stage aspect. But the problem is, if you get to stage 3, it's like, okay, mid-non is gross. Mid-non is gross. The spam section's also a little bit gross, but then non-1 is not pleasant. Spell 1 is absolutely disgusting. Non-2 is potentially more disgusting. Debatable. Sometimes. And then the rest of the fight's not that. Like, the last half of Sannyo is not like it's easy, but it's so much better than the first half. But spell 1 into non-2 is just very unpleasant. You died? Thank you. And mid-non is also... mid-non's also not the most cool of things. I literally died to mid-non on pace earlier today. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go do a bunch of practice. Practicing mid-non timeout. I think they did do the mid-non timeout at least once. Because that's not like a lot, but. Oop, nice try, you cat. Cat bastard. But my problem with the mid-non is if I hop into it on practice, I'm fine. But the moment I'm in the middle of a run, it's terrible. Like, it was the other day I hopped into it in practice. Literally, start of the day, first thing I practiced was mid-non. I capped it 3 or 4 times in a row. I was like, well, okay. And if I did it once today, it's like, in the middle of a run, it's just, I literally died to the second bullet. But one thing that practicing all the aspects of this game has made me appreciate is that the late game is not bad. Like, it's not free, don't get me wrong, but it's not that bad. It's the mid game that's beyond us. But like the late game, it's very, very solid. Edge mode. Fuck, I didn't edge enough. It's over. Like, don't get me wrong, Mega Moon Non 2 is gross. And, like, the stage 5 isn't free. Kaimata can definitely kill you. Like, no question there, but... Ooh, that was totally unpleasant. But, like, if you ask me, who'd you rather fight, or what would you rather do? What do you think's easier? Stage 6 Mountain of Faith or Stage 6 this game? I'm saying Stage 6 this game, definitely. That's easier. Does that cloud you with Interface? That's an annoying death. I mean, again, Mega Moon Non 2 is kind of an exception to a lot of things just because it's very volatile. The good news is it's pretty short. Like, even with Reimu, if you're not moving out of the way, it's 2 waves. If you move out of the way, it might be 2.5 to 3 waves, which can suck, but... If you don't have to do any super chaotic dodges, it's only 2 waves. Cool. And, like, Mega Move semifinal is not that bad. Non 1's fine. Non 3 is, like, a little annoying, but it's fine. I don't like that type of dodging, personally, but, like, it's consistent. The laser spells I'm still getting better at. Specifically the last one, but... Ah, you little rat bastard. The eternal question, do I play greedy to try to kill a wave earlier? Or do I play defensive and make sure I'm safe? Oh, look at the homing putting in work! Marissa players in shambles right now. Marissa players could never, bro. But too bad. What cards you got for me? Lily White! Ooh, I could buy some power? That's huge. Okay, stage 3, what's it to be? The chest or the head? This part's, like, pretty fun. I just had to fucking say something. I couldn't have waited a half a second to start talking. Like literally one more. I just had to wait one more second before I started talking. What I was about to say was that part's pretty fine. It's just it feels awkward. Like it's relative. It's pretty. Like I could do it pretty consistently. You know, I know I die right there, but then you just gotta eat your own words sometimes. Okay, yeah, you'll get like one more out of it now. It's fine. I mean, it's a pretty smooth thing, generally speaking. Again, like I've gotten like solid at it. I'll get better too, but like I'm pretty content with it. It's just it is like, even if it's fine, like what I was saying was it's a fine section, but it is awkward. Like, even if it's pretty consistent. But the game didn't want me to finish saying that, so. I could test fate right here by saying that, you know, I'm actually on a kind of a crazy Mickey final streak. Specifically for her final. I've died to her first spell a bunch as of late, but I like the temp fate. Whoa, girl. Nice try. Man, these Mickey finals have been clean lately. Oh, I'm cooking with them. My stage shoes have not been. Except for the last one I just did. Here's the thing, there are times when I'm playing this game, I'm like, man, this game is so brutal. Like, it's just so much worse than, like, anything else I've done. And then I sit there and I remember that, like, Stage 6 Death Fairy from Moth exists, and I'm like, do I really believe this all the time, though? Like, there are times when, man, what's in front of me is just disgusting. But then I'm like, you know, there's a lot of disgusting things I've done. It's not like it's the most out there. Like, I'll be doing too many Sannyos, I'll start to get disheartened, and then I'll remember, you know what? It's all disgusting. Hello, Go Takane. Oop, that tickles my butt. I love playing super aggressive on this now. Girl, could you stop moving and, like, just come over here? The hardest clump section I probably had to do is stage 4. Is like the stage 4 clump of Map of Fate. Whoa! I let that get a little too close. Up until this game. I'd say the middle stage 5 or stage 4 block in this game is probably harder than the stage 4 block in Map of Fate by a little bit. I don't know if I'd say by a lot bit, but I'd say by a bit. Stage 4, which part? Well, it's just the Momiji and Aya shenanigans, right? Two parts, yeah. If you want to go single part, honestly, if you want to go like a single part, like a very small part, where you only take like 2 to 3 like small like sections, the answer is probably the answer is honestly probably, what is it called? UNR into PETA. Either that or honorable mention goes to Mountain Toss into, what is it called? Demon Parade. But if you want to go like small part. Yeah, this game's stage 4 is harder than Mountain of Faiths. I'm not putting that. However, when you consider the whole, especially like Aya to Misumaru is really close to me. Like I'm a little torn on that one. Like I could see myself giving it to Misumaru. I could see myself giving it to Aya. I'm not in enough to have a concrete opinion there. But that seems close to me. Now, stage section, I'm definitely giving it to this game. However, if you then combine the stage and the boss, I'm still going to give it to this game, but not by a large margin. Awkward comeback. It's perfectly fine. There's nothing awkward about this section at all. We just encountered that last time, right? There's nothing awkward there in the slightest. Ah, fucking bad. I should have gone left instead of trying to force that micro. I don't think that Moth is significantly easier than this game. I think it's a bit I think it's a little bit. It's a notch easier. I don't think it's significantly easier. You know, currently, that's what I'm saying, but... Like, if Moth is a notch up from Subterranean, I put this maybe 2. I'd probably put this like 2 notches. And it's really because Stage 3. This Stage 3 really stands up compared to... Like that's what gives this game the edge over Moth, in my opinion. But I wouldn't say it's that large. Okay, we're moving on for the day. 2 hours good. Gucci.